What is going on, everybody? I am the Reverend Raff, joined once again by my good friend Kyle, aka the Beer Buddy.
What's going on, everybody?
We are the Two Dudes Who Talk Music, and we are here today with another reaction video for you. And boy, am I excited!
Fuck yeah, man.
Oh, I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, dude.
We have got brand new music. Karnivool.
Yeah.
That's right. They're back, baby.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I am so fucking ready for this.
It was so funny. We're actually talking about this. I think what we've been doing this 3 years now, three and a bit years now.
Yep.
And I think in that time we've never had a new Karnivool song.
Dude, it's been fucking forever. It's been
I know.
ages and ages.
And all we've been asking for is a new Karnivool song.
Yeah.
The last time I actually saw these guys live was at the 10-year Martyr anniversary at the Metro, and it was fire.
Yeah. So we are really fucking excited to dive into this one. This is brand new. It's not a film clip. It's just the audio. But brand new song from Karnivool called Drone. If you're from outside Australia and you don't know this band, you're about to get a fucking education.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is an Aussie band that you need to get your head around. Straight up. So we're going to dive in right now. This is Drone by Karnivool. Boys, if this somehow comes across your screens, hit us up. We'd love to have you on the podcast, please. Anyway, enough begging from us. Here we go. It's very sinister.
Straight away.
Bit more chill. Love that drum work. Chills.
Yeah.
Promises so low and behold, they all sing along. If there is wonder in your step, I hope it slips away before you fall. In my sleep, my mind plays tricks. These fallacies are taunting me. Please don't.
Okay, wait. I gotta.
Wow. Wow. I mean, you wait for something for so long.
You wonder how it can live up to the hype, and then it does.
And exceeds it.
My God. It's just. So, okay. So if you're, as I said, if you're from overseas, or even if you're Australian, you've never heard Karnivool before. As you can tell, it's almost like a cross between, this song particularly has very, very reminiscent of like Tool, and also some kind of Dream Theater-esque kind of elements in there too. It's like,
Even
it's very
kind of Deftones-y feel to it.
Yes, yeah.
That's what I've always thought of Karnivool, though. They were the Australian relief for the Deftones in the weirdest sense of a way. They had that going on.
But with a big like prog element in there.
Oh,
too.
yeah, massive prog element.
Like even at the start when it was a bit more, when the guitar was a bit more straightforward, and it's like that hi-hat pattern was very like kind of cross rhythm.
Dude, juicing up the jazz all the way through that whole
I want to go back
because
the way this builds is so nice. But when it comes back, like really listen to the hi-hat in comparison to the thing, and the way that rhythm kind of goes across what else is going on.
Even the vocal patterns in it, the way he's stepping through his vocals, they're not going the way that your mind thinks it's going to go. He's moving in.
Note choice. The note choice is like not like chaotic necessarily, but it's chromatic in some places. It's more chromatic in some places, and it's very like it's like you say, the direction that the melody goes is not where you would normally expect the melody to flow to.
No, it's not scaling the way it's meant to.
Really clever. Like just some. This is one of the Karnivool is one of these bands that just. I don't know how they make the decisions they make when they're writing, but it's some really off kilter stuff, but it just somehow works in the most bizarre ways possible, and I love it. But let's go back because I want to get that intro again. That hi-hat melody, just have a pattern. Sorry, not melody, but the swung hi-hat pattern there. See, this is just in 4/4 right now, I think.
I hear people at home rattling bones. They all seek the one. Promises so low and behold, they all sing along. If there is wonder in
So it's still fairly straightforward a little bit, except for that hi-hat.
It's just getting such a weird vibe.
My plays tricks, these fantasies.
Now it starts to.
Please don't look down. I wanna stare at the sun till it burns out.
Now it's.
You won't save me, 'cause your empathy's the enemy.
And this. Like the big, huge, beefy guitar tone, really low, but without the gentiness.
Yeah,
Is-
it's something that they've always done really
Yeah.
well. And I like what you said about gent there because it tiptoes right on the edge of it.
Right to the edge. Like if you tweak that tone, if you tweak that guitar tone and make the bass a bit more clanky, like, if you even if you just change the production style on that would be a way more genty part, but it's not. It's shot. It's coming, like you say, it's right up to the borderline of it.
Yeah, it's elements of gent, but without the production value of gent, which
Well,
is that real
that specific sound,
static distortion, that real snappy. The notes don't really ring out kind of deal. Everything's really
heavily gated and all of that kind of stuff. This is a bit more flowy, a bit more natural way of
those time
approaching it.
signatures. Those time signature changes are just, and they're only for such small sections.
Yeah, it's very. It flows, like a river in, but like
and then hits rapids.
unexpected. Yeah, it's almost like that, but there's just these unexpected moments in there, and it just kind of shifts and kind of, it's great exploration of rhythm.
They have to open with this song on the tour. They have to. This
I don't know. Do you reckon like the way it's kind of like the slow build? Do you think that's the way to start, or do you think they should start with like a classic that comes out hard hitting and then move to this one second?
Man, as much you know what I don't know. I think. Jeez. Now you've got. Well, I guess we'll have to go and find out.
Yeah, it's tough. All right, let's keep going. So this is. I will go back because I want to get this heavy bit again, but
those times.
This is so good. This is a prime example of just a great Australian band.
Yeah.
That just like if you took fucking Karnivool and you put them like just transplanted them into like a US or a UK marketplace straight up, like if they'd come up through that, I think they would have gotten you know, like they would be doing like insane numbers. They would just have gotten, like, they did great. They did amazing. They did absolutely amazing, you know, as it is. So like if you were to put them in, like if they'd come up through a market that was a bit more receptive or had like a bigger market, you know, just pure numbers wise.
Oh yeah,
you know,
dude.
like they could have, they would have been able to do that. And it's nothing like against them that they didn't. It's literally just they're an Australian band
at the time they were out. I mean, you think about it, it was like Cog, Butterfly Effect, these guys, and maybe like one, and those are like, this is why Australian prog hits different.
Yeah,
it's those bands like.
They just inspired so many people now, and that's one of the reasons that it's a big part of Aussie heavy metal now. Yeah.
Please don't forget.
Nice.
I wanna stare at the sun till it burns out. You won't save me, 'cause your empathy's the enemy.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes. I'm so floored, man. Like the voice is sending me back.
Have you noticed one thing though?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one thing that I've always known. I'm sure his name's Kenny. One thing I've always noticed with Kenny's voice, I'm not hearing the breathing.
Yeah, I mean that's fairly sad. That's like a very personal choice with people.
No,
like
I get that, but if you go back through their back catalogue, you can hear him. It always feels like everything's done in one take.
Okay.
This seems like it's. I don't know, but just off what I'm used to hearing, him taking that deep breath before those big notes come out. And it's probably a production choice.
Yeah.
You know, like now that
hard.
you know,
it's been so
but bro, it's been so long since their last album. It's probably he's gone back and listened to it and gone, I don't want that to happen anymore.
I don't know. You don't know. It's different things. It's different, you know. But but you're right. Like the voice is just incredible. Incredible voice there. Something I did want to point out there is this spot that we just heard was a great example of when the guitars go up, the bass goes down.
Yes.
Listen very closely to that and that counter melody there. It's such a great musical device. It's something that I use a lot in my playing and songwriting especially if you've only got one guitar.
Yeah.
And it's really audible what you're doing with the bass. When the guitar goes up and the bass goes down, it creates such a big space in the song, and it sounds huge. You'll hear it.
It takes a step further from being a root note basis to actually being a. But like,
well, I mean, you may even still be playing the root note, but it just means that instead of going up when the guitar goes up to play the higher root note, you're going down to play the lower root. You're playing it an octave lower or something. It's not necessarily to say like, you know, there is lots of passing notes and fills in here as well, which is just. The work there is really, really good, but it's a specific device that I'm talking about. And if you have a listen, I think I've gone back far enough here.
Try to stay lucid as you're shaking off the afterbirth with eyes
the guitar went up and the bass
Yeah.
went down, and then they
Yeah.
went down again together on the just following the steps down. It's something that is a lot of bass players do that kind of stuff without even thinking about it or realizing that that's what they're doing or why they're doing it, right? But it's just one of the things that I think is really interesting to understand the dynamics of why these things sound good. You know, why do I like doing that? Because there's the space
Yeah.
it creates in the song. And also, as a bass player, I like to make sure I'm heard from time to time. And it's a great way to have that happen because when the guitars go up, they're not filling out as much of the low end. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take up more of that low end to take the chance to be heard. It's just a nice little device.
Yeah.
And if you're like new to writing music and playing music, it's a really nice way to experiment with stuff. You don't have to have everything moving parallel all the time. You can put counterpoint in your music. Normal there. Space second time. Sorry, the production has shifted to a slightly more genty sound on some of that now.
Yeah, it did.
Did you notice? Like it shifted
did.
a little bit, which is good though. Like it's a nice
Creates space, it creates dynamic.
The way it's building, the way it changes and flows with the song. It's a great, the fact that they've got very low guitars with non-genty production and then moving towards a slightly more genty production sound within the song as the song grows and builds and ebbs and flows. It's a testament to the degree of intricacy that it goes into that process.
Yeah.
And when a band like Karnivool does what they do, it's a great example of why they are so renowned in the scene. Because they would do shit like this, and the attention to detail that they put into everything, like,
yeah,
I
think now is a perfect time for them to be releasing new music with the way that kids are absorbing music now. It's going to give them because this is a cracking song, musically.
But this is a great song, but you got to have the patience to listen to it.
Yes,
that's the thing. I don't think there's anything in this that's like a TikTok chorus.
No.
There's nothing in this that you can just put on TikTok and have it go crazy and whatever. This is the kind of example of you have to listen to the fucking song.
Yeah, because there's so much in it. This band will be studied one day.
Oh yeah, they're a great example.
Yeah.
Let's take it home, and then we'll finish talking.
Wow. I'm really interested to see what would happen if a gent band got hold of this and did a full gent cover of it. But dude, that
I've got a theory. I might be reading way fucking too much into this.
read, bro. Read.
might be-
Turn them pages.
Stop reaching, bro. Look, this might be a reach. Maybe it is. I don't know. What do you think of the idea that the shift through the course of the song from heavy and low metal sound
Yeah.
to a more genty production, like as the song kind of got further on with those really heavy parts and kind of more of those heavier, gentier bits coming in as the song went on. Do you think that could be something that is an intentional choice to comment on the evolution of proggy, down-tuned, heavy music from, do you know what I mean? Like from when they were first a thing through to now. Like I said, maybe I'm reading into it.
No, that's a
too
really
much.
interesting theory. That's
But-
a really interesting theory.
But either way, whether I don't know.
Well, let you tell us in the comments, really. Like if you made it this far in the video, give us your thoughts, feelings, and theories. Because
And hey,
we've been
boys,
waiting.
please come on the podcast and tell us.
Yeah,
We'd love to.
dude.
We'd love to chat to you guys about
Yeah.
this one.
I could chew their ears off for hours because just the whole. Well, one thing I want to know is like, you got to think it's been what 20 years in between drinks from last album. I think it is. It's got to be something stupid like that,
Something crazy, yeah.
right? What has it been like watching the heavy metal scene in that span of time, and what influences have they taken from it, if any at all, or what are their feelings on the whole thing? Because really, like, this isn't. This is different for Carnival, but it's not different for Carnival.
Let's see. There's releases. So we've got. Okay. Sorry. I do hear you though. Like I do hear
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Because I don't. Yeah.
Okay. So well, look. I mean, it's not been 20 years necessarily. They have had their last album, Asymmetry, was 2013.
Okay. So the last album,
and they did drop I think they did drop a single a few years ago, but
okay. So realistically, the last substantial release, something to really sink our teeth into, has been 12 years. We'll say 12 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Well,
But
that's
yeah.
it. July 2013. So 12 years. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's still a long time. A lot like music moves like technology, as we found in the
Very
time that
slowly
we've
and
been
then all at once.
Yeah. So if you guys ever want to come on and have a chat with us, we'd love that.
But yeah, look, it's like I said, if this is your first introduction to Karnivool, go and fucking check them out because I guarantee you, like they're back. You will be floored by what these guys bring to the table. I'm so happy to see that, you know, they're able to come back with something so strong. Like that's the kind of that kind of track is the kind of thing that has the potential to be listened to like is it Rockefort? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
No, I have no idea. I've never heard of this Rockefort.
No. Maybe what have I done? Hang on. I don't know, but yeah, like this is the kind of song that's just going to be crazy. It's going to go crazy for them, and
I really hope this means a whole album.
yeah,
Sure, because like you did say, last single did come out in 2021. We didn't get an album after that. We find hopefully this is the time that we get something to really sink our teeth into. Either way,
Rockefort off the Themata album.
Oh, okay,
From 2005. Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, you had me fucking worried there, man. I
Yeah,
thought I had the
far out.
wrong fucking band in mind or something.
No.
But yeah, I mean, look, please you sound like Molly fucking Meldrum here. Do yourselves a favor and go and listen to the back catalogue that Karnivool brings to the table, because it is some stellar stuff.
Yeah.
If you listen to that Karnivool back catalogue, you will get a great understanding of why Aussie metal now sounds like it sounds.
Yes.
Because everyone that is playing music, every metal band, everyone that's playing metal in a band right now in Australia that came up listening to Karnivool has been influenced by Karnivool
Yeah.
in no
110%.
small way. Influenced by, inspired by, they set a fucking standard along with other bands of the era.
Yep.
These bands came along and set a fucking standard that has driven so many Aussie metal musicians that have come since. So fucking stoked to see these guys back on it. Amazing track. Like, look, we're gonna wrap this up, otherwise I'm just gonna keep fucking
melting.
I'm gonna keep riding their dick forever.
Hop off
Otherwise,
my dick, bro.
yeah, there goes the monetization on that fucking video.
It's all right. They get paid for it. We don't.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Sorry, guys, you don't get them. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be it from us today. Thank you for watching so far. What did you guys think of this one? Drone by Karnivool. Is this your first time hearing them? Are you a long-time fan? What did you think? Please let us know down in the comments. We love hearing from you guys. If you want us to maybe go back and revisit some previous Karnivool songs, maybe, you know, wouldn't be reactions necessarily, but we can maybe break them down, bring them to your guys' attention, you know, things like that. But like I said, that Themata album in 2005 is an absolute cracker. Get your hands on it if you can. And go out and see them at these fucking shows. Go out and see them on the tour, because that's going to be great.
A couple of them are sold out. But there's still Sydney, Wollongong, I think Canberra. There's a couple out there. So yeah, get into it. Otherwise, you're going to miss out.
Yep.
And then it'll be another 10 years. And then you'll just be on.
Yeah, and then we'll be back here at fucking 50. Instead of being middle-aged metalheads, we'll be old-aged metalheads by then.
Yeah, elder metalheads.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching this far, everybody. We really appreciate it. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you didn't, downvote the shit out of it. Remember, my name is the Reverend Raff, along with my good friend, the beer buddy, Kyle. And that was Karnivool with Drone. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. You're absolutely amazing. Take care of yourself and your mates, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel, and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.